I just wanted to give this new update. Basically, here on July 5th, Cern is going to be running on full power, breaking new energy world record of 13.6 trillion electron volts in its first stable beam collisions. Basically, it collides protons, and when these protons collide at a fast speed, it can create many black holes. People think that they'll create a large black hole, but basically they're creating little mini black holes. Now, can one of these little black holes start expanding maybe and take over because they're running it on such full power? That's possible. And how strong is CERN? How strong are the, here we go, it's basically roughly 200,000 times stronger than the Earth's magnetic field. Okay? So, if this experiment were to somehow go out of control, and, you know, it's stronger than the magnetic field, so it starts tearing them up, okay? Basically what would happen is a giant black hole would form, and either something would come out, maybe another dimension, and basically it would eat the Earth, or it would create these an access for like the portal or the black hole could act as a gateway for creatures, or not just creatures, entities from another dimension to come forward and into our dimension and start taking over. Basically, this right here is Half-Life, the first Half-Life. And it's funny how it's so similar to CERN. You see this kind of resembles the Hadron Collider, okay, the particle accelerator. And here, in the game, basically the scientists don't want to run the machine at full power, and but there's an interference. Basically, the G-Man comes and, you know, he instructs them that yes, it's time to do it. And what this does is, in the game, it's called a resonance cascade. Okay, but in real life, it would basically be creating mini portals. And as you can see here, obviously the experiment goes wrong, and little mini holes, little portals. Okay, basically the matrix starts being torn apart or breached, right, by these little portals. And in the game, if one of these green portal things touches you, you are transported into their world, into a different dimension. And in this dimension, you start noticing that there's a lot of demonic type of entities that are in this dimension. It's basically a whole nother world. It's almost like the negative of Earth, you know? Almost like what CERN's been talking about, the antimatter. Basically, for every matter, there's an antimatter. Okay, so like if you perform an action, there is a negative in another dimension that occurs. Okay, if you take this antimatter, enough of it, you can create basically an atomic bomb. You can destroy, you know, it's dangerous. So, you know, you're not supposed to mess with that stuff, you know, and this is what happens in the game. It's a great game. But basically here's more information, CERN. And you know, it's funny how you look at CERN and you see the number 666, 6, and 6. And also, CERN was created by the same people who started the internet, www. Actually, the W is the number 6. Actually, it's actually the number 6. Okay, and I think that's in the Hebrew numerology. I'm not sure, but anyways, WWW actually means 666. So it's the same people, and it's here they're talking about extra dimensions. This is the possibilities, basically. Gravitons and tiny black holes. So, there's some people saying that no, they're not creating black holes. Yeah, they are. This is their plan to do that. I was looking here at other articles. This actually happened last time they were trying to run it at full power. And look at this. I mean, it's insane. It's almost like a cell. I think they call it a cell storm. And the cell storm is similar to what I was just showing in Half-Life 1. That it starts out like that, like with the electricity, right? It's like it's breaking through the magnetic fields and it's creating portals and all sorts of stuff. And this is what it looked like before. So what could we be expecting July 5th? We could be expecting more of this. We're also going to be expecting portals. If they do open a portal, it might not happen July 5th. It might take time. They might, if they're starting to run it at full power at July 5th, who knows how long they're going to do it for. New Mandela effects. And yeah, portals popping up everywhere. It's not good. I have a lot of videos of portals that have been opening up. Some of them close by themselves, they dissipate. But what would happen if one of those portals starts growing and it gets out of control? And this is another thing I found. Cern is also, they get it from the name Cernonus. Okay, and this is a Roman deity depicted with antlers. Okay, so it's a horned thing. Okay, it's evil. Come on. It's evil. It's a horned god. It's kind of resembles, like Lucifer or something. And actually, Cern is known to do these things and have rituals or ceremonies. Ceremonies where they, they're just proud of Cern, I guess. Turn the volume down. This is one of the events or ceremonies, opening ceremony of the tunnel that they were building back in 2016. It's underground. You gotta think about it underground. Right off the bat, this looks a little bit creepy. I don't understand why it looks like this, but I'll skip ahead. I don't know what this has to do with anything, but this actually kind of reminds me of the game Red Faction. If you ever played that game, it's a really old game, but anyways, somebody might know of it. And it's like, they have these workers, and they're programmed, I guess, to be slaves. Okay, it looks like they're having fun here. Let's skip ahead. Seems pretty normal. And you can tell underground. But then it starts getting creepy, like, what does this got to do with anything? I guess I don't know. It's still kind of cool, I guess, but what does that really got to do with CERN and the tunnel getting built? I don't know, but then this thing happens. Now you got something, like, it looks like an entity that came through one of the portals they're talking about. And the way it looks, it's like, look at it, it looks almost like it looks like Lamb, like the creature that Alison Crowley, basically summoned, and it looks kind of like a gray alien, and basically Alison Crowley also believed in the same things that CERN believes in, and that's getting a portal open to let entities through. And now look at this. This is getting creepy now. These things actually are supposed to be spirits because there's actually a tribe that does these things, and they're supposed to be like possessed. There's not even supposed to be a human inside. And I don't know if any of you guys have seen those types of videos, but this is obviously means spirits. So, you know, it's scientific, but if it's so scientific, why is it so connected to things that are like, you know, like spiritual and stuff? You know, are they trying to connect spirituality with science? And like, this is what I was talking about. Look at the horns, alright? And this is a horn god. This right here looks like Baphomet. Okay, and they got these upside down pieces of wood that are supposed to be like the upside down crosses. They're supposed to be like the upside down cross. So that's, you know, it's a satanic cross. Yeah, you saw Baphomet, you saw the horns, I mean, and you saw what looks to be, the thing I was just talking about, the, what was it? Cernonus. It's right there. Okay, it's the same thing. Alright? And, yeah, like I was telling you guys, this is what we can expect, and it's actually kind of funny how that also resembles Half-Life 2. Because after the facility got out of control and all these entities started coming through from the other dimension, they started taking over. Then they sent the secret government to, like, soldiers and stuff to kill all the scientists and try to cover it up, but it was too late. And look at this. This is the Citadel from Half-Life 2. So if you look at the sky, it looks similar, like a portal opening up, a building and a portal opening up. And look at this. Somebody thinks that it looks like the Comcast HQ. Comcast, you know, they deal with the same stuff, you know. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. Apollyon. Oh yes, so CERN was built upon a city that used to be dedicated to Apollyon. Alright? And Apollyon is also a destroyer. And imagery with the locusts. Again, like what I was telling you guys about the, he looks like a locust. Okay, Apollyon, name of the devil. Also outside of CERN is this was given to them by India, but this is actually, he's doing this is Shiva, and Shiva is also it's a demigod of destruction. Okay, so why is all this stuff going on with CERN, and where is it gonna lead? Well, I think if you play the game Half-Life, you're gonna kind of get a clue of really what's going on at this place. Here is the Large Hadron Collider facility. Here is the statue of Shiva, the destroyer. And this was also in 2016. And you can see that they are doing some sort of satanic ritual. Or a dark, I don't know if it's satanic, right? But it's some type of ritual. They're all in black robes. And it's insane. It's insane. Okay, I don't know if what is that? So is that supposed to be the sacrifice because that one's in white? I don't know. But this also happened at CERN. So a lot of questionable things going on at CERN, definitely. Let me know what you think. That's all for now. Shadow Worm out.